The Knicks had a golden opportunity to tie this series, but instead, they left Indiana 3-1, humiliated, disorganized, and stunned by something I've never seen before. Pat McAfee grabbed the mic courtside and absolutely torched New York in front of their celebrity fans. Today we're diving into Game 4 of the Knicks Pacers playoff series, from McAfee's unexpected mic moment that I'm going to show you a video of that shook the building and led to the brutal collapse by the Knicks that has them one game away from elimination. Here is the McAfee clip, but first, welcome, my name is Paul, and this is The Basketball Show, where I talk today's NBA, current events, news, players, and more. All completely unbiased, even though some people disagree, because any opposing opinion to weak people is always hating. Truth is truth, and I try to stand by that. Here's the clip.
Spike Lee is here! Stewart is here! Let's send these sons of bitches back to New York!
During Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals, something I've truly never seen before happened. Pat McAfee grabs a mic during a timeout in the fourth quarter of the game and got Gainbridge Fieldhouse rocking. But he didn't just hype up the crowd. He went right at the Knicks, with Spike Lee, Ben Stiller, and Timothy Chalamet sitting courtside. Representing New York, McAfee singled each one of them out, giving the crowd time to boo individually. Indianapolis, Indiana, we got some bigwigs from the big city in the building, McAfee shouted. Spike Lee is here, Ben Stiller, Timothy Chalamet. You heard it on the video. The boos rained down, and then came the hammer. Let's send these sons of bitches back to New York. That was the spark. I've never seen anything like this before. The building exploded, the Pacers fed off of it, and the Knicks, well, they folded. Let's be real. This was supposed to be a fight, a dogfight, a war. But what the Knicks gave us in Game 4 was, to me, disappointing. It was sloppy, flat out unacceptable. Too many turnovers, no ball movement, lack of urgency. It was like the Knicks weren't ready for the moment. They had a chance to tie the series 2-2 and bring it back to the Garden with momentum. Instead, they're heading down 3-1 and on the brink of elimination. And look, credit to Indiana. They didn't just wait around, they attacked. They came out swinging. They forced those turnovers. They made the Knicks uncomfortable. They were the aggressors yesterday all game. That's the thing about the Pacers. Every single game, someone steps up. In Game 1, you had Aaron Nesmith knocking down like 7 threes in the fourth. In Game 2, Pascal Siakam drops 39 and takes the game over. In Game 4, Tyrese Halliburton reminded the world why he is that guy. There was even an article before this game questioning if Halliburton is truly a superstar. That was on ESPN. And I think Halliburton got a hold of it, and he took it personally. He played with so much energy, poise, and dominance. He had like 15 assists in the game and 0 turnovers. None. He controlled the pace, and when the Knicks looked like they make a run, Halliburton shut the door. This Pacers team is deep, dangerous, and confident. They surprised me. I didn't expect that kind of Pacers team before this series started. Right now, they're exposing every weakness the Knicks have. So let's talk about it. What went wrong? Everything. The Knicks didn't protect the ball. They didn't move it. They didn't play together. There were no adjustments, no leadership on the court, and no real effort to change the pace or disrupt Indiana. Jalen Brunson can only do so much. Josh Hart gave his all, but he himself had a few terrible turnovers trying to force the ball inside on a pass. Cat had a decent game, but this isn't a one-man or a two-man game. You see how many players chip in for Indiana? The Knicks, 2 players, yes. OG had a decent game yesterday, but they need more. Indiana brought pressure, and the Knicks, they look lost. When Pat McAfee lit that building on fire with his statement, it should have woken the Knicks up. It should have made them dig deeper, lock in, and answer the call. But it didn't. Instead, they looked rattled. And now they're going home needing to win 3 straight games against a team that they haven't figured out an answer for yet. Now let's go back to that moment one more time. I've seen mascots dance. I've seen halftime shows hype crowds. I've never seen someone like Pat McAfee take a mic and roast an entire fan base, celebrity reps, and the team on national TV and call them sons of bitches. It was unexpected, it was bold, and it worked for Indy. Gainbridge Fieldhouse turned into a jungle. The Pacers played with swagger. And the Knicks, they looked like they wanted to be anywhere else. That moment was unexpected, wild, and honestly kind of genius for the Pacers. They used every ounce of momentum, and it mattered. Now, it's do or die for the Knicks. The Knicks are heading back to Madison Square Garden down 3-1. That crowd will be loud, but the Knicks for some reason play better on the road than they do at their home. The energy will be different there, yes, but will the Knicks respond? Can they regroup? Can they make enough adjustments and actually find an answer for this Indiana team? Can they figure out how to stop Halliburton, contain Siakam, and get everyone contributing? Because one more loss and we're done. Indiana just looks like they have one more gear than the Knicks do, and New York just can't keep up. Every time they get close, Indiana makes a run. Every time the Knicks take a 1-point lead, Indiana makes a run. This season has been magical at times, yes. Brunson has elevated his game. The role players have stepped up most of the times, but none of that will matter if they crash out now. They've got to win 3 in a row, and that is a daunting task. Take it one game at a time. It's possible, but it's tough. It starts at home, Game 5. Game 4 was a gut punch. It wasn't just about the loss. It was how they lost. Disorganized, undisciplined, outplayed. The Knicks looked like they didn't want it enough. And meanwhile, the Pacers had Pat McAfee lighting up the building. Halliburton playing like a superstar, getting a triple-double. And a team that knows exactly who they are. Game 5's coming. It's time for the Knicks to show us something. Because if they don't, the ride ends here, and it ends ugly. What do you guys think? Can the Knicks come back in this series? At least to force a Game 7? Was Pat McAfee out of line for doing what he did? Let me know in the comments. Hit like, subscribe to the channel for more playoff breakdowns like this and real talk. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.